Have you ever felt like you need to do more to stay active, productive, and engaged as you age, but deep down, something tells you that a little bit of rest might be just what you need? If so, you're not alone. Today, I'm here to offer a refreshing perspective on aging gracefully, by embracing moments of ease. We often hear how important it is to stay active, keep learning, and always be on the go. But sometimes, the real secret to happiness in our golden years is knowing when to slow down and permit ourselves to be a little lazy. In this video, I'll share with you 5 things we should allow ourselves to be lazy about as we grow older. Gentle ways to find more joy, comfort, and peace in everyday life. Stick around until the end, because these simple yet powerful changes can help you live a more vibrant, balanced life and rediscover the beauty of slowing down. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Be lazy about sitting too long. The human body was never meant to remain still for extended periods, and this becomes even more true as we age. As the years go by, the pull to stay seated, whether it's in front of a television, curled up with a good book, or simply lounging in a favorite chair with a view of the world outside, can feel almost irresistible. Comfort becomes an easy refuge, and while it has its place, the longer you stay still, the more it quietly steals away your vitality. As you enter the later stages of life, the importance of moving, however gently, cannot be overstated. To fully enjoy your golden years and maintain both your physical and emotional well-being, you must learn the subtle art of intentional movement, the practice of rising from your seat before the stillness becomes stagnant. The reality is that too much sitting comes with its consequences. Think back to the times when you've been seated for too long. Maybe you've noticed a heaviness in your legs, an aching stiffness in your back, or perhaps a sense of dizziness when you suddenly rise. These aren't just passing inconveniences, they are your body's subtle whispers, calling you to action. When these signals are ignored, the effects compound. Blood flow slows, muscles grow weaker, and your joints lose their flexibility over time. What may have started as a slight discomfort could eventually spiral into chronic pain or even a loss of mobility and independence. And so, instead of letting your chair become the center of your existence, think of it as a temporary resting place, a station for brief pauses between moments of gentle activity. Movement doesn't have to be rigid or strenuous. It doesn't require a planned workout or a significant effort. It can be simple, spontaneous, and, most importantly, enjoyable. For instance, stepping outside for a short walk and feeling the cool morning air brush against your skin can invigorate not just your body, but also your spirit. But even if leaving the house seems like too much, you don't have to travel far to feel the benefits. A few steps around your home, perhaps adjusting a picture frame, tidying a shelf, or watering a plant, can be enough to remind your body that it is alive and capable. These small acts of movement are more than just physical tasks. They are rituals that connect you to the world. Imagine yourself stepping into your garden to breathe in the fragrance of blooming flowers, or sweeping the porch as the sun begins to set, painting the sky with warm colors. These aren't chores, they're moments of connection that ground you, bringing you back to life with every breath and every motion. Movement in these forms isn't just exercise, it's a deep connection to the life around you. And connection, both to the world and to yourself, is essential. The physical benefits of staying active, improved circulation, stronger muscles, better balance, are well documented, but the emotional benefits are just as significant. Movement has a unique way of lifting your mood and chasing away feelings of loneliness or inertia. When you walk outside, whether it's to greet a neighbor or just to feel the warmth of the sun on your face, you are engaging with life itself. You're affirming, both to yourself and to the world, that you are here. You are present, and you are thriving. In contrast, prolonged periods of sitting can isolate you, both physically and emotionally. Hours spent in the same position create an invisible barrier between you and the ever-changing world. Over time, it can feel as though life is happening somewhere else, beyond your reach, leaving you behind. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. But it doesn't have to be that way. A simple decision to stand, stretch, or take a short walk is enough to dissolve that barrier, allowing you to reconnect with life in an instant. It's important to remember that movement is a gift, not a burden. Each time you rise from your seat, you are honoring the body that has carried you through years of experiences, challenges, and triumphs. Even if age has brought its share of aches and limitations, every step you take is a testament to your resilience and strength. It's a quiet celebration of life, one that requires no audience, no applause, just your commitment to keep moving forward. So, as tempting as it may be to remain seated, allow laziness to win just enough to remind you not to stay still for too long. Let your chair be a resting place, not a permanent retreat. Rise often, even when it feels easier to remain still. Walk, even when the path feels short. Move, even when the pace is slow. Because every step, no matter how small, is a step toward life. And in the end, that's what truly matters. 2. Be lazy about overeating. Food is so much more than just fuel for our bodies. It carries with it comfort, connection, and the memories of shared experiences. For many, food is at the heart of celebrations and family gatherings, the centerpiece around which love and joy are exchanged. It also finds its place in the quiet moments of indulgence, providing a sense of calm or happiness during an ordinary day. But as we age, it's important to reconsider our relationship with food, not in a way that restricts or deprives us, but in a way that brings balance, mindfulness, and simplicity to our meals. Overeating may seem like a harmless pleasure in the moment. However, over time, it can become a burden, impacting both our physical health and our emotional well-being in ways we may not immediately notice. The weight of excessive eating can seep into every corner of our lives, making us feel sluggish, disconnected, and not as vibrant as we once were. Our bodies change as we grow older, and so should our approach to food. While we may have been able to eat without thought in our younger years, our metabolism slows as we age, and the energy demands of our daily routines naturally decrease. Yet, our emotional attachment to food and ingrained eating habits often remain the same, leaving us with a struggle to adjust. Those extra indulgences, a second helping of mashed potatoes, an additional slice of pie, or mindlessly snacking during a TV show, can quietly add up. Before we know it, we find ourselves carrying extra weight, or worse, dealing with health complications such as elevated blood sugar or high cholesterol. These aren't just abstract numbers on a health report. They can have a profound effect on our overall sense of well-being. They stand between us and feel light, energized, and ready to fully engage with the world around us. However, let me clarify something important. Being mindful about food isn't about depriving yourself. It's about embracing the idea that we don't need to consume more to feel content or fulfilled. A smaller portion of well-chosen food can be more satisfying than a larger, more indulgent plate. When we approach food with intention, focusing on quality rather than quantity, we are offering ourselves an opportunity to nourish not just our bodies, but our hearts and minds as well. A simple yet well-balanced plate, rich in nutrients, can be just as fulfilling as a grand feast. Picture a warm bowl of vegetable soup paired with a slice of hearty whole-grain bread, or a vibrant salad topped with a sprinkle of nuts and a drizzle of olive oil. These meals aren't just food. They are acts of self-care, gentle reminders that we deserve to feel good from the inside out. Eating less doesn't equate to enjoying less. On the contrary, savoring smaller portions allows us to truly appreciate the flavors, textures, and aromas of our food. Take that first bite slowly, and notice the warmth or crunch. Notice how the flavors build on your palate with each bite. By pausing and savoring, we can allow the satisfaction to grow naturally. Over time, you'll realize that it's not the quantity of food that leaves you feeling satisfied, but the quality of the experience, the full enjoyment of each bite. Let's not forget that food has an undeniable social aspect. It's what brings people together and turns an ordinary meal into something extraordinary. However, even in social situations, balance remains crucial. Whether you're attending a family gathering or sharing a meal with friends, there's no need to overindulge to enjoy the moment. A slice of cake shared with a grandchild, or a glass of wine clinked in celebration, can be more memorable than a plate stacked with food. It's not about the volume of what you eat. It's about how present you are in the experience and how deeply you engage with the people around you. Then, of course, there are those little snacks that tend to sneak into our daily routines. Chips, cookies, and candies often appear when we're bored, stressed, or simply looking for a quick energy boost. But over time, these small indulgences can take a toll on our health. Instead of reaching for processed snacks, why not swap them out for wholesome, natural alternatives? A handful of almonds, a slice of cheese, or a piece of fresh fruit can satisfy those cravings without making you feel sluggish or regretful afterward. Hydration is another essential piece of the puzzle. Often, what we interpret as hunger is a sign of dehydration. A refreshing glass of water or a calming cup of herbal tea can quench your thirst and reduce the urge to snack unnecessarily. Staying hydrated helps your body function optimally, keeping your skin glowing, your digestion working smoothly, and your mind sharp. Being lazy about overeating isn't just about adjusting our eating habits. It's a fundamental mindset shift. It's about treating your body with the respect it deserves and showing gratitude for all that it has carried you through. It's about embracing joy in moderation and realizing that, in many cases, less is truly more. When you stop filling your plate or your stomach out of habit, you make room for more lightness, more energy, and more ease in your life. So, before you sit down for your next meal, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what does my body truly need right now? Approach your plate with intention, not impulsiveness. When you feel satisfied, don't be afraid to stop. Because the goal isn't just to eat to survive or to live to eat. It's to live well, and that journey begins with the mindful, thoughtful choices we make every day in how we nourish ourselves. 3. Be lazy about staying up late. There is a subtle, yet profound wisdom in the natural rhythm of the world. The rising sun and the setting moon, each marking their distinct phases of activity and rest. These cycles are not just celestial events. They are metaphors for the flow of life itself. Seasons of activity balanced with essential periods of rest. As we age, this rhythm becomes increasingly important, not just as a luxury but as a fundamental aspect of health and well-being. Staying up late, once a manageable habit in youth, can become a quiet thief of the energy, clarity, and vitality that make each day meaningful. When we're younger, the allure of late nights, whether spent working, socializing, or lost in distractions, often comes with little consequence. But as time passes, these late-night habits begin to take their toll, impacting everything from our physical energy to our mental focus. The habits we form at night may seem harmless at the moment, but over time, they erode our capacity to enjoy the next day with the vigor we deserve. The truth is, staying up late isn't just about losing sleep. It's about losing out on the gift of rejuvenation, balance, and inner peace that comes with embracing early rest. There's a quiet joy in allowing yourself to embrace rest early in the evening, and it's not just about getting more hours of sleep. It's about creating sacred space for your body to heal, your mind to settle, and your soul to reset. Reflect on the nights you've stayed up too late, perhaps watching just one more episode, scrolling through social media, or reading a few extra pages of a book. In the moment, these actions feel comforting and satisfying. Yet, when the morning comes, they often bring with them a sense of fatigue, sluggishness, or even irritability. The consequences of poor sleep patterns reach far beyond the immediate discomfort. They can cloud your thinking, weaken your immune system, and leave you emotionally depleted. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. However, developing healthy sleep habits doesn't mean giving up spontaneity or joy. It's about redefining your evening so that it becomes a time of self-care rather than an extension of the day's demands. Picture your evenings not as hours to be filled with tasks or endless distractions, but as a time for peace and reflection. Let your evening routine be a deliberate act of nourishment for the body, mind, and spirit. Consider how you can create a peaceful atmosphere as the day winds down. Imagine the sun setting, signaling the end of activity. Instead of rushing to fill the quiet with bright lights, phones, or screens, allow the evening to settle gently. Perhaps you pour yourself a warm cup of chamomile tea or light a softly scented candle to calm the senses. Choose music or an audiobook that soothes rather than stimulates, allowing your mind to unwind and relax. These small rituals, when practiced consistently, can become a powerful antidote to the stress and demands of the day. Creating a bedtime routine is more than just a practical tool for getting enough sleep. It's a meaningful ritual of self-care. By going to bed at a consistent time, whether it's 9:30 p.m. or 10 p.m., you're sending a message to your body and mind. It's time to rest. This consistent practice aligns with your natural circadian rhythm, supporting your body's biological processes and promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. The rewards of good sleep are immeasurable. Over time, you'll notice that waking up early isn't a burden, it's a gift. It becomes a joy to greet the morning with clarity and purpose. When you rest well, your body feels lighter, more energized, and more capable. A well-rested mind is sharper, more focused, and more engaged. But perhaps the greatest benefit is the peace of mind that comes with knowing that you've given yourself the best foundation for whatever the day ahead may bring. Rest is not a passive act. It is an essential part of living life fully, thriving rather than just surviving. In those fleeting moments when the temptation to stay up late arises, whether it's indulging in a midnight snack, binge-watching one more episode, or scrolling endlessly through social media, it's important to recognize that these distractions are just temporary. They offer only short-term gratification, whereas the steady, nurturing rhythm of good sleep offers long-term rewards. By choosing rest over distraction, you are investing in a more vibrant, more peaceful tomorrow. Of course, life happens, and there will be nights when staying up late is unavoidable. Celebrations, social events, or work commitments may demand it. Even so, it's crucial to listen to your body and recognize when you've pushed yourself beyond your natural limits. There's wisdom in honoring the signals your body sends, knowing when to push forward and when to let go, so you can restore balance and maintain your well-being. In modern culture, staying up late is often seen as a symbol of freedom or productivity, but true freedom lies in knowing what truly nurtures you. By embracing the quiet beauty of early evenings, you are choosing to prioritize what fuels your body and mind. You're giving yourself the gift of energy, clarity, and joy, resources that allow you to be present and fully engaged in the moments that truly matter. It's not about what you lose by going to bed early, it's about what you gain, a life that feels vibrant, healthy, and full of purpose. So tonight, as the day begins to wind down, resist the urge to push it longer than necessary. Instead, turn off the lights, set aside your worries, and allow yourself to sink into the comforting embrace of your bed. Sleep is not just a pause, it is a powerful act of renewal. A good night's rest will leave you refreshed and ready to rise the next day with a sense of clarity, focus, and strength. Rest well and rise even better. 4. Be lazy about drinking and social overindulgence. In the warmth of festive gatherings or the camaraderie of familiar social circles, it's easy to lose track of your limits. A second glass of wine seems harmless, another plate of food beckons, and time slips away in lively conversation. While these moments of connection and celebration are invaluable, they often come with hidden costs. As we age, the importance of balance becomes undeniable. Overindulgence in alcohol, rich food, or extended socializing may feel gratifying at the moment but can quickly shift from joyful to draining. Embracing a bit of laziness in these situations is not about restraint. It's about prioritizing your well-being, ensuring you can savor these moments fully and without regret. Imagine yourself at a family reunion, a holiday feast, or a cozy dinner with friends. The air is filled with laughter, the table overflows with delicious food, and glasses are raised in toasts to health and happiness. These scenes are the essence of life's pleasures, yet they often encourage overindulgence. A hearty meal followed by another helping, or a glass of wine that turns into 2 or 3, can leave you feeling bloated, sluggish, or even unwell the next day. The temporary satisfaction of overdoing it often pales compared to the discomfort and fatigue that follow. Moderation, far from diminishing the experience, can elevate it. When it comes to alcohol, a single glass of wine or a thoughtfully crafted cocktail can complement the occasion beautifully. Sip slowly, savor the nuances, and let the act of drinking become as much about the experience as the beverage itself. You're not in a race, and there's no need to match others' pace. Remember, as your body ages, it processes alcohol differently. A smaller amount can lift your spirits without tipping into discomfort. The same principle applies to food. Rather than heaping your plate with every available dish, start with smaller portions. Taste a little of everything, but save room for the dishes you truly enjoy, perhaps the ones prepared with care by a loved one. By eating slowly and mindfully, you not only appreciate the flavors more but also allow your body to signal when it's had enough. This approach ensures you leave the table feeling satisfied, not overstuffed. Social overindulgence isn't limited to food and drink. The time spent at an event is another consideration. While socializing is energizing, overstaying can sometimes lead to fatigue. Pay attention to your energy levels. If you notice yourself becoming tired or struggling to keep up with a conversation, it's perfectly okay to excuse yourself. A graceful exit doesn't detract from your presence. It ensures you can leave with good memories and be ready for the next occasion. Hydration, though simple, is an often overlooked strategy for balance. As others refill their wine glasses, Consider alternating with water. A glass of sparkling water with a slice of lemon or cucumber can feel just as festive as a cocktail while helping your body manage the effects of alcohol and heavy food. Staying hydrated aids digestion, clears your mind, and leaves you feeling refreshed rather than overindulged. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Choosing balance isn't about depriving yourself of joy. It's about enhancing it. By moderating your intake, you preserve the quality of your experience and avoid the pitfalls of excess. You leave the table or the party feeling light, content, and grateful, instead of weighed down by regret. This kind of intentional living nurtures not only your physical health but also your emotional and social well-being. Moderation creates space for gratitude and meaningful presence. It lets you focus on the connections you share, rather than the quantity of what you consume. It helps you stay in tune with your body's needs and your heart's desires, making every moment feel more special. The next time you're at a celebration, take a pause. Breathe deeply and reflect on what will make the experience truly meaningful. A heartfelt conversation, a single toast, or a modest serving might be all you need. By choosing wisely and savoring deliberately, you're not merely being lazy about overindulgence. You're practicing self-kindness. You're honoring the balance that allows you to thrive, ensuring that each celebration leaves you enriched, not depleted. 5. Be lazy about too much screen time. In today's digital age, screens dominate our lives. Televisions, smartphones, tablets, and computers are seamlessly integrated into our routines. They provide convenience, entertainment, and connection, yet they also have a sneaky way of consuming our time and leaving us feeling disconnected from the real world. As we grow older, it's essential to reassess how we use these devices. Being mindful of screen time isn't about abandoning technology altogether. It's about reclaiming your time for deeper, more fulfilling experiences that enhance your well-being. Reflect on the times when you've lost track of hours in front of a screen. Perhaps it started with an episode of your favorite series, a quick social media check, or scrolling through online news. Before you knew it, those moments snowballed into hours of mindless scrolling or binge-watching. While these activities may initially seem relaxing, they often leave you feeling mentally drained, physically inactive, and emotionally distant. The constant pull of screens can create a sense of isolation, overshadowing the vitality that comes from genuine human interaction and the beauty of the world around you. Now, imagine stepping away from the constant glow of screens and reconnecting with life's simple pleasures. Instead of scrolling through endless updates, you might sit on your porch with a cup of tea, watching the sunset paint the sky. Instead of getting caught up in yet another TV marathon, you could rediscover the joy of flipping through a cherished photo album, reliving memories that bring warmth to your heart. These moments, rooted in the tangible and real, have a grounding quality that screens simply cannot replicate. This isn't to say technology is inherently bad. On the contrary, when used thoughtfully, it can enrich our lives. A video call with a loved one across the country can brighten your day, and an online course can keep your mind engaged and curious. The key lies in using screens with purpose and intention, ensuring they serve to enhance your life rather than detract from it. To create a healthier balance, consider setting gentle boundaries around screen usage. For example, designate certain parts of your day as screen-free zones. Use this time to explore activities that nourish your spirit, tending to your garden, trying out a new recipe, writing in a journal, or enjoying a leisurely walk in your neighborhood. Allow these moments to ground you and offer a refreshing shift from the digital hum. Think of ways to replace screen time with activities that encourage movement and exploration. Instead of clicking "Next episode," head outside and feel the crisp air on your face or listen to the rustling leaves. Even if the weather doesn't permit outdoor adventures, find joy indoors. Curl up with a good book, tackle a puzzle, or create something with your hands. These activities not only provide relaxation but also leave you with a sense of accomplishment that screen time rarely delivers. Meaningful human connections can also thrive when screens take a back seat. Sharing a meal, catching up with a friend over coffee, or participating in local community events can rekindle a sense of belonging and joy. These interactions remind us of the vibrant, living connections that enrich our lives in ways digital interactions cannot. Creative pursuits are another wonderful way to break free from excessive screen use. Painting, knitting, writing, or even learning a new skill can spark a sense of purpose and leave you with a tangible product of your effort. Creativity is a timeless outlet, bridging the past and present while allowing you to express your unique personality and passions. Ultimately, being mindful about screen time is about prioritizing what truly matters. It's about escaping the passive lure of digital distractions and stepping into a life filled with intentional actions and meaningful connections. It's a choice to reclaim your time and energy for activities that bring joy, growth, and fulfillment. Whether it's nurturing your garden, laughing with loved ones, or simply savoring a quiet moment of reflection. The next time your screen calls for attention, pause and ask yourself, is this the best way to spend my time right now? If the answer is yes, then enjoy it without guilt. But if something inside nudges you to look away, honor that feeling. Beyond the screen lies a world rich with sights, sounds, and experiences waiting to fill your days with joy and wonder. Step into that world and let it remind you of life's boundless beauty and opportunities for connection. Embracing the beauty of simplicity in your golden years is not only an act of wisdom but also a profound form of self-compassion. As we transition into the later stages of life, it becomes clear that prioritizing simplicity and intentionality is not a sign of giving up or retreating from the world. Instead, it is a recognition of what truly matters, a conscious shift away from the noise and pressures of a society that often glorifies busyness, productivity, and the relentless pursuit of more. Choosing simplicity is, in many ways, a quiet rebellion. It's a personal declaration that your time, energy, and well-being are priceless and deserve to be treated with the utmost care and respect. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Simplifying your life doesn't mean doing less for the sake of idleness. It means doing what serves you best. It's about recognizing that your energy is a finite resource and choosing to invest it in the people, activities, and moments that bring you the most joy, peace, and fulfillment. This might look like enjoying a leisurely morning walk under the soft glow of sunlight, taking the time to engage in heartfelt conversations with loved ones, or simply sitting in quiet reflection, feeling gratitude for the life you've built and the experiences that have shaped you. These moments of simplicity are not acts of laziness but deliberate choices that honor your needs and nurture your soul. As you grow older, it's important to shift the narrative surrounding aging. This stage of life is not about withdrawing from the vibrancy and richness of existence, but rather about diving deeper into it. Aging brings the opportunity to celebrate the journey you've traveled while opening your heart to the experiences yet to come. It's a time to look back with pride and appreciation for the milestones you've achieved and the lessons you've learned, while also savoring the beauty of the present and the promise of the future. Letting go of unnecessary burdens, whether physical, emotional, or societal, can be liberating. It allows you to focus on balance and clarity, creating space for a fuller, more meaningful life. By removing the clutter, both literal and metaphorical, you give yourself the freedom to live with intention and purpose. This doesn't mean abandoning responsibilities or avoiding challenges, but rather choosing where to place your energy so that it serves your highest good. In your golden years, life can be seen through a lens of gratitude and perspective. You gain the ability to recognize that the most valuable things are often the simplest. The warmth of the morning sun, the laughter shared with friends, the quiet moments of reflection, and the deep sense of connection to yourself and others. These are the moments that make life rich and worthwhile, and by embracing them, you open yourself to a deeper appreciation of each day. Aging is not a loss. It is a transformation. It's an opportunity to let go of the superficial and embrace the profound. It's a time to nurture the relationships that matter, cultivate the habits that sustain you, and celebrate the experiences that bring you joy. By focusing on what truly matters and releasing the distractions that no longer serve you, you unlock the potential for a life that is not just lived but deeply felt and richly experienced. In doing so, you honor the incredible journey that has brought you to this point and pave the way for a future filled with peace, fulfillment, and contentment. As we come to the end of this video, I want to thank you for taking the time to explore these simple yet powerful ways to embrace a more balanced and joyful life as we grow older. So, what have you learned so far? What's one thing that resonated with you and that you plan to bring into your life today? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and let me know what part of it inspired you most. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos on living well and aging gracefully. Your support means so much, and it helps us continue sharing valuable content with you. Thank you for being here, and remember, sometimes the best way to stay active and productive is by allowing yourself to rest and slow down. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.